TV.
Nice!
3 minutes to refresh your on.
With your chest!
There it is.
When 55 whales beach themselves in Cape Cod Bay, we can only say 49, and we consider that a victory until the next day when the same whales come back to the same spot and beach themselves again. None of the theories that they were chasing squid, that they were disoriented, that they were caught by low tide explains this behavior. And all of the experts refuse to assume a native intelligence for these creatures. After all, they have never used tools, never built cities, never developed writing. But if we were to unravel the system of their buzzes, whistles, and clicks, would we not find meaning? And if we found meaning in the music of their underwater melodies, would that not constitute a kind of language? And if they have language, could they not also have intention? And in their intention to stay together, to prefer death to separation, is there not a kind of intelligence? 200 years ago, most white men, often even those who advocated the abolition of slavery, believed that blacks were inherently inferior. It was often said that the simplicity of their culture, the moaning, incoherent nature of their music, or their particular sense of attachment to their children proved that they needed the guidance and comfort of the white race. This was articulated as the white man's burden, because only he could develop writing, only he could invent science, only he could create sophisticated weaponry, only he could make progress throughout the lesser races of the world. So when we assume that humans are the only form of intelligent life on the planet, are we not making a similar mistake? Surely our willingness to exploit the seas, to drag giant nets across the ocean floor, creating huge swaths of underwater desert, killing more creatures than we know what to do with, our willingness to dump our garbage into the deepest waters, or let our sewage spread out into the seas, creating floating dead zones which kill the very coral upon which life depends. Surely our belief that all of this is necessary for our economic well-being is as misguided as those slaveholders who believed with a certain pious sincerity that neither they nor their property could survive outside of the system of generational chattel slavery. So if it seems strange to compare pilot whale number 571 refusing to go out into the deep water to Martin Luther King scribbling on smuggled scraps of paper in a Birmingham jail, perhaps it is not as strange as having the wrong conversation about some mythical idea of what makes America great, or why we should build a concrete wall across the whole continent, when what we need to be doing is to seek a sign, at least, that would lead us to change not only the way we think, but also how we act.